Welcome to Pohang Jukdo Market. Hidden among the busy market stalls is a 40-year-old name, the unnamed Sujebi restaurant. This is where you find warmth and tradition in a single bowl of soup. Sujebi is hand-torn flour dough, cooked in a rich seafood broth. The broth is simmered with dried anchovies and kelp, creating a naturally sweet and profound flavor. This is Korean-style pasta, but it does not need meatballs or cheese. Welcome to Sako Fish Market. If you love fresh seafood, this is paradise. Rawfish or sashimi is truly street food here. Rockfish, flounder, and even spotted eel are swimming around, waiting to be served. The unique part is you pick your fish, and they prepare it instantly. The sashimi slices are thin, precise, and neatly packed in a container. This is the fastest and freshest way to enjoy seafood. The sashimi is served with spicy chili paste sauce chojang or wasabi soy sauce. The natural sweetness of the fresh fish, combined with the firm, chewy texture, creates an incredibly clean and refreshing taste experience. In the States, to get seafood this fresh, you have to fly to the coast and pay a crazy premium. In Sako, it is street food. Welcome to Seoul. Today, we are seeking out the ultimate comfort and fullness. Sundae Gukbap Korean sausage soup at Bungeoppang. Look at this bowl. They put in a ridiculously generous amount of pork. Sundae Gukbap is a rich, piping hot soup simmered from pork bones. The soul of the dish is the Sundae sausage stuffed with blood and glass noodles, along with slices of fatty pork, liver, and offal. This is a true protein party. The soup is served boiling, and you can season it yourself with salted shrimp seojian, minced garlic, and chili powder. When mixed, the rich, savory flavor of the bone broth blends with a spicy and salty kick, perfect for a cold day. This is a soup that has no room for vegetables, and it is proud of it. This is a powerful, hearty soup. Welcome to Gwangjang Market. This is the pastry praised by none other than Captain Marvel herself, the twisted donut Kkwabaegi. It is famous on social media for a good reason. This donut is made from leavened flour dough, deep fried to a golden color, and coated with a light dusting of cinnamon sugar. It is perfectly soft, fluffy, and chewy. The sweet flavor and light texture are instantly satisfying. Comment which dessert is the champion. Welcome to the cuteness of Korean street food. This is Bungeoppang, but today it has no red bean paste. Instead, it is filled with sweet and creamy sweet potato.
Yummy.
The light crust is baked in that adorable fish shape, then generously filled with rich, mashed sweet potato. This is the perfect combination for a chilly day. This is a delicious fish-shaped dessert you do not have to catch. It is better than any sugary American latte you could order. Comment which pastry shape is the coolest and subscribe. Welcome to Sundae. Today, we are seeking out a street food that challenges every foodie's courage. The 30 centimeters cheese sandwich. This massive sub is as long as your forearm and is an amazing mashup of Korean and American styles. It is called the Seoul version of the Philly cheese steak. The key is the filling. Thinly sliced beef is quickly stir-fried on a hot griddle with onions and vegetables. This version is not seared like the American original, but cooked more tenderly, soaking up a rich Korean seasoning. The long baguette is sliced open and lightly toasted. Then the stir-fried beef and vegetable filling is absolutely piled on, building up like a mountain. This sandwich has no room for modesty, and of course, the cheese. A generous amount of mozzarella cheese is placed on top of the hot filling, then melted by covering it on the grill. The cheese melts down, dripping over and encasing the entire filling below. Comment which sub is the best in the world and subscribe. Welcome to Chewy. We are at the This is where your chicken craving is absolutely satisfying. Daphne John's chicken cookies. Double fried with backshell crispy, then coated with special sauce. The highlight here is the sheer variety with 6 different chicken flavors. You can choose from the traditional fiery spicy,
Friday.
And the explosion of sauce. This is the perfect Alright, let's admit there is a big global thing happening where we fried chicken doughnut. Your American fried chicken, Southern fried chicken is a legend. It is part of the it represents gravity and zero restraint. Even acceptance of your hard space. Look at that gang job. This is chicken that went to finishing school and earned a culinary degree. It is double fried not available because they are sensitive. It uses almost transparent batter to last like bread without being heavy. And it's serving fried American fried chicken to get a whole lot. This is exactly comment which chicken satisfies and subscribe to see what other devices we find next. Welcome to the Jason's Filthy Night Market Paradise. Neon lights are flashing and sizzling sounds are everywhere. Today, we are trying David's iconic dish, Makchang, grilled pork intestines. Makchang is not for the faint of heart, but it is the perfect pairing for a chicken connoisseur. The 88 Makchang spot is famous for meticulously cleaning the pork intestines, then marinating them with their secret sauce. The pork intestines are grilled on a hot charcoal grill, allowing the fat inside to slowly render, creating a delicious sizzling sound and a rich, smoky aroma. When grilled, the Makchang puffs up and turns a beautiful golden brown color. The crucial element of Makchang is the dipping sauce. It is usually a rich soy-based sauce with garlic, onion, and chili. The savory, chewy, and slightly crisp texture of the Makchang, dipped in the sweet, salty, and mildly spicy sauce, is addictive. This dish is typically eaten with grilled garlic, onions, and a shot of soju. It is a traditional meal enjoyed with friends after a long workday. Welcome to Namdemi Market. Today, we are witnessing an amazing piece of street art, super speed fruit cutting skills. This man is not just selling fruit, he is selling a performance. Look at the speed and precision of his hands. Watermelon, pineapple, mango all are peeled, sliced, and shaped in the blink of an eye. The sharp knife seems to just glide over the fruit. His skill is not just speed, but also minimal waste. He cuts so close to the rind, ensuring you get almost 100% of the fruit flesh. This is absolute respect for the produce. Once cut, the fruit slices are neatly packed into containers, ready for instant consumption. This is the perfect snack, refreshing and extremely convenient when wandering around this bustling market. In the States, you pay 3 times the price for pre-cut pineapple that is still imperfect. He cuts a whole pineapple faster than I can open a prepackaged container. Comment which Korean street skill impresses you the most and subscribe to see more food artisans. Welcome. Today, we are witnessing the brilliance of the master. He is not just making anything ordinary, he is crafting the perfect deep-fried croquette buns. This is a comforting street food, essentially a rolled-up bun, but deep-fried. It combines the flavors of sweet bread, a savory filling, and a crunchy exterior shell. Preparing the filling is typically minced beef, onions, carrots, and potatoes sautéed with Korean seasonings. The filling must be rich, slightly sweet and savory, perfectly balanced to counteract the richness of the fried crust. Shaping and rolling, this is the real show. The master cuts the dough, shapes them into small balls, flattens them, and adds a precise amount of filling. He rolls the bun using a swift tucking technique, completely sealing the filling inside. After rolling, the buns are left to rest briefly. This ensures the dough rises correctly during frying. Each bun is lined up neatly, ready for its oil bath. The deep fry, the oil temperature must be stable and exact. The master gently drops the buns into the hot oil. They sink then slowly float up, puffing up and turning a beautiful golden brown. The flipping must be timed perfectly to ensure even coloring. Slice the bun in half, you can see the filling packed inside. The exterior crust is crunchy, but the bread inside remains soft and fluffy. The sweet and savory flavor is rich, perfect for a warming snack. This croquette master is not just selling buns. He is selling an artistic experience done by hand. From the kneading to your first bite, it is all undeniable dedication and skill. This is fried bread, but it is so delicious and handmade that I feel insulted comparing it to an American donut. A donut is an empty circle. This croquette is a full meal, crafted by an artisan. Subscribe to support all the street food masters out there. Welcome to Gyeonggradan Guild, Seoul. Today, we are exploring the Takoyaki, also termed Octopus Takoyaki. This street food requires bravery, but it is absolutely worth it. Look at the preparation. Instead of tiny octopus bits, they put a whole baby octopus right into the mold. Then they pour the batter and constantly spin the balls, creating perfectly round takoyaki, crispy outside and soft inside. The balls are topped with the signature takoyaki sauce, mayonnaise, fried seaweed, and bonito flakes the chewy tenderness of the whole baby octopus. Welcome to Hyewa Station Exit 2. This area is bursting with student energy, and they need a breakfast that is fast, delicious, and filling. Today, we are trying the classic cheese egg bacon toast. The difference is in the execution. 2 slices of bread are grilled on the griddle with butter until golden and fragrant. At the same time, the egg is cooked into a perfect square patty, keeping it moist and fluffy. Finally, the toast is finished with a layer of sweet ketchup and sometimes honey mustard. Everything is neatly wrapped in paper. This is a complete, hot meal you can eat on the go. Take a bite of the crispy bread, and you taste the savory bacon, the rich melting cheese, and the light sweetness of the buttery toast. This is the ultimate comfort food for a quick energy boost. This is the complete breakfast sandwich. No need to wait in a long line at McDonald's or pay $10 for an egg bagel. This is a royal breakfast at a student price. Comment which street breakfast is better and subscribe. Welcome. Today, we are discovering the secret of a simple yet perfect street food, crispy fried pork. This dish proves you do not need a complicated sauce to make a culinary masterpiece. In Korea, they understand that sometimes all you need is pork, batter, and hot oil to reach peak deliciousness. Watch how they turn regular pork slices into golden, crunchy perfection. The pork is cut into bite-sized pieces, lightly seasoned and coated in a thin, light layer of batter. The secret is in the frying technique. The meat is quickly deep-fried in hot oil to achieve an immediate outer crunch. That seductive sizzling sound is the music of the street. Once fried, the pork is immediately lifted onto a rack to drain the oil, preserving the crisp shell without being greasy. This crispy fried pork is often dusted with a light seasoning or salt and pepper mix. You can enjoy it with a simple, slightly sweet and sour dipping sauce to enhance the pork's flavor. The piping hot, crispy crunch of the batter, combined with the tenderness and natural sweetness of the pork inside, creates a wonderful textural contrast. This is the perfect snack to munch on while walking around. This is crispy fried pork, but it is not the dry, over-fried pork chop you find in some American diners. Subscribe to see what other perfect pork we can find. Hello, today, we are hunting down one of the most sought-after street foods, grilled eel at Gyeongbuk Market. This is where you recharge your energy, Korean style. The eel is cleaned, cut into bite-sized pieces, and lightly seasoned. They are placed on the grill, slowly roasted over hot charcoal. This method locks in moisture and creates a slightly crisp skin. The best moment is when the eel is coated with a special sweet and spicy sauce. The sauce is brushed on in multiple layers during grilling, giving the eel a beautiful red sheen and a rich, spicy aroma. The taste is truly special. The eel is hot, the meat is soft and rich, melting in your mouth, combined with the spicy, sweet flavor and a hint of smoky charcoal. This dish is complex in flavor but simple in street style. Welcome to Shinpo Market, Incheon. Today, we are hunting down a dish personally certified by the Korean food guru, Makchang, the legendary tendon at onsen tendon. Tendon is crispy tempura served over rice, but what sets onsen tendon apart is the refined technique. They use clean oil and precise heat to ensure the tempura batter is thin, light, and perfectly crispy. Look at these tempura pieces. Shrimp, pumpkin, eggplant, and especially the soft-boiled egg onsen tamago, all deep-fried to a golden perfection. The onsen egg is the soul of the dish, waiting to be broken. The hot rice is drizzled with a special tear sauce, which is rich yet not too sweet. When you break the soft-boiled egg, the yolk runs down, mixing with the tear sauce and rice. That is pure heaven. The savory flavor of the sauce and egg yolk mixture. This dish truly lives up to its fame. Welcome to Gwangjom Market. Today, we are looking for a street food legend, a mung bean pancake Bungeoppang artisan who makes an astonishing 100 million won a month. So, what makes this pancake worth millions? The secret is in the dedication. Mung beans are ground manually into a fine batter, then mixed with mung bean sprouts, pork or seafood, and deep fried. Look at the frying process. The pancakes are cooked on large griddles with a generous amount of oil. They must achieve that perfectly golden, crispy crust while remaining moist and savory inside from the mung beans. Bungeoppang is often served with a sweet and sour dipping sauce made from soy sauce, onions, and chilies. The richness of the pancake and the earthy mung bean flavor blend perfectly with the slight acidity of the dipping sauce. This dish is a symbol of prosperity. With its long history, Bungeoppang is not just a snack, but a significant part of Korean traditional culture. I see why this artisan makes so much money. You feel instantly richer after eating one bite, and subscribe to support traditional food. Welcome to Donggangin. We are not shopping, but seeking a hidden food treasure, grilled fish alley. The street food here has a unique charcoal smoky flavored dot. Welcome to Donggangin. We are not shopping, but seeking a hidden food treasure, grilled fish alley. The street food here has a unique charcoal smoky flavor. Watch the grilling process. The fish is seasoned simply with salt, then grilled evenly over the charcoal fire. The fish skin must be perfectly crispy and lightly charred, while the meat inside remains moist and naturally sweet. This is not fancy food. It is authentic. The grilled fish is served simply with hot rice, kimchi, and side dishes banchan. The fresh, slightly salty fish flavor blends perfectly with the spice of the kimchi, a perfect traditional meal. Comment your favorite grilled fish dish and subscribe to follow our next experiences. Welcome to Fame Today. We are trying the Yangpyeong Neon hot dog that took the TV show Jinchomsi by storm. This is the TV certified hot dog. What makes it different? This hot dog features an extra large sausage fluffy bun that is grilled, not fried. On a hot griddle, it has a lighter texture and a beautiful buttery aroma. After grilling, it is topped with mustard, ketchup, and especially crispy fried onion powder. The savory sausage, the rich buttery bun, and the crunch of the onions create a classic but highly addictive flavor dot. It is a hot dog. It has a sausage, a bun, and condiments. But in Korea, they managed to make it look like a masterpiece. Welcome to Noryeongjin District. This area is famous for super filling, student-friendly meals, and here is their king, Emperor Cupcake. Cupcake is street rice in a cup, but the Emperor version combines everything good. Hot rice, stir-fried beef, spiced pork, kimchi, fried egg, and veggies, all layered generously into one cup. Just mix it all up and you have a complete, hot, and super convenient meal. The savory, spicy, and rich flavors of the fillings blend perfectly with the rice. This is the fastest, tasty, and most budget-friendly lunch in Seoul. They call it Emperor because once you finish, you feel rich, at least in calories. This is Emperor Kkwabaegi, the Korean royal version of a rice bowl. For half the price, it has more meat and less indecisions than any Chipotle bowl you will ever order in the States. You pay extra for guacamole. In Korea, you are treated like royalty, everything included from the start. Comment which bowl is the true emperor and subscribe. Welcome to Gukbap Night Market. Visit. Street food does not have to be cheap. And here is the proof. Grilled abalone with butter. Fresh abalone is placed right on the grill. They are generously drenched in melting garlic butter, creating a seductive sizzling sound and an irresistible aroma. It is the perfect marriage of fresh seafood and creamy richness. The grilled abalone meat has a natural chewy yet tender texture, soaked in savory butter and garlic aroma. One bite gives you an explosion of richness, making this a truly upscale street food experience. We are exploring the perfect marriage of tradition and trend, cheese galby. This dish uses 100% Korean pork and is a true feast for the senses. Galby is traditionally a minced grilled short rib, often made with beef or a beef pork mix. But here, the pork is finely minced, seasoned with soy sauce, garlic, onion, and honey, then shaped into thick, round patties. The secret lies in the grilling technique. The patties are grilled on a hot plate until they are cooked through, retaining their internal moisture and tenderness. The meat must be thick enough to stay juicy. And now for the highlight, the cheese. A generous portion of mozzarella cheese is placed next to the meat, heated until it is completely melted. The heat from the meat and plate makes the cheese perfectly stretchy and creamy. Take a bite of the soft galby, wrapped in that stringy melted cheese. The sweet and savory, rich flavor of the meat blends with the creamy, slightly salty taste of the cheese. This is the definition of ultimate comfort food. They say it is 100% Korean pork, which means it is better than organic pork. Hello, food lovers. If you think toast is just butter and jam, get ready to have your mind blown in Korea. Today, we're exploring toast, the most elaborate and hearty street toast you'll ever encounter. Korean toast isn't just breakfast, it's a piece of street art, most famously known for its three-layered build. It's almost like a giant sandwich, but enriched with butter and a specific toasting technique. The first layer, bread and butter. The secret starts with grilling thick slices of bread in a generous amount of butter on a hot griddle. The bread must be golden brown, perfectly crisp on the outside yet still soft and moist inside. The second layer, egg and cabbage. This is the game changer. Eggs are mixed with shredded cabbage, carrots, and onions, then cooked into a square, hearty omelet. This veggie mixture adds not only nutrition, but also a pleasant, fresh crunch. And the essential finish, the sauce is a sprinkle of sugar, sweet ketchup, and rich honey mustard or mayonnaise. The blend of savory fillings, sweet sauce, and buttery richness creates an explosion of flavor. The feeling of biting into a toast is the crunch of the buttery bread, the softness of the egg, and the savory kick of the cheese, meat. It's that perfect balance of sweet and savory flavors, making you say wow instantly. If you ever visit Korea, you must find a street toast vendor, try it, and feel the richness. Welcome to Myeongdong. Today, we are upgrading street food with a royal treat, grilled lobster with cheese. Fresh lobster is sliced open, smothered with mozzarella cheese and special sauces. Everything is grilled over charcoal until the cheese melts and turns perfectly golden. The flavor is explosive, sweet, tender lobster meat merges with the rich, savory taste of the cheese. This dish is the perfect fusion of fine dining and street style. Welcome to the bustling Gukbap Night Market in Busan. Forget traditional sushi, because this street version is a showstopper, grilled beef sushi. The main attraction is the live cooking show. Thin slices of fresh beef are rolled around vinegared rice, then quickly torched right in front of your eyes using a blowtorch. The flame perfectly sears the beef exterior, creating a melt-in-your-mouth tenderness and an amazing aroma. The dish is finished with a touch of sweet sauce and crunchy toasted sesame seeds. Welcome to Sujebi Station. Today, we are hunting down a local secret, the famous spicy stir-fried pork intestines from this grandma-style restaurant. This is Seoul's warmest street food. The pork intestines are meticulously cleaned, then quickly stir-fried with a rich gochujang chili paste mixture, onions, cabbage, and fragrant perilla leaves. Everything cooks on a huge hot plate, releasing that spicy, inviting aroma. The pork intestines are chewy and slightly crisp, soaking up the savory, spicy, and sweet sauce. It's a great dish for a cold night with some soju. Do you love spicy and unique dishes? Hit subscribe to discover more hidden food gems. Comment what you want me to try next. Welcome to Chilsing Night Market, Daegu. Get ready for the ultimate street food cheese bomb. This is grilled scallops and shrimp with cheese and an irresistible sizzling sound. Fresh seafood is placed in a tray, then drenched in a special cheese mix, spicy sauce, and sweet corn. The vendor grills it on a hot plate until the cheese is completely melted, creating that signature sizzling sound. The experience is incredible. The scallops and shrimp are tender and sweet, hot, and combine perfectly with the creamy richness of the cheese and a thrilling spicy kick. This is truly a flavor feast. Can you resist this sizzle? Comment your favorite cheese street food below. And subscribe to join me in discovering more incredible seafood street eats. I came for Korean BBQ, but it turns out Seoul's secret is under the sea with a cheese bomb. Welcome to Dongdaemun Market. When the temperature drops, Koreans have a warm secret, spicy fish cakes oating. But this is no ordinary oating. Look at this. Chewy fish cakes are soaking in a clear, soothing broth. The secret? The broth is simmered with crab and vegetables, giving it a sweet, naturally delicate flavor. Take a bite of the fish cake, feel the initial spice, then sip the sweet, warm broth. It's a perfect balance. This dish makes you instantly forget the chill outside. Twist, this is the only food I'd pay 1,000 won for just to have an excuse to stand here and soak up the heat. Subscribe if you're willing to pretend you're freezing just to eat this. Hello, we are in Busan, and I have to show you a Kkwabaegi version you have never seen, thick and chewy rice cakes. If Seoul is about elegance, Busan is about pure heft. Look at these rice cakes. They are bigger, thicker, and they seriously require a long bus ride to get from one end of the chew to the other. This is the soul of the famous Korean food. The secret lies in the perfect chewiness. Because of their thickness, each rice cake maintains its superb elasticity, making for an incredibly satisfying mouthfeel, totally different from regular Kkwabaegi. The sauce is also adjusted to match this thickness. It has to be richer, slightly thicker, and sweeter, simmered right along with the oating fish cakes to ensure it penetrates deep into this giant rice cake. Take a bite, and you feel the heat, the sweet and spicy sauce coating the ultimate chewiness of the tteok. This is a dish that immediately gives you that full and satisfied feeling. What makes it iconic is the seagulls. Handmade beach tourists often find themselves guarding their Kkwabaegi boxes from swooping birds. That's why locals call it seagull food, a playful nickname only Busan could create. Americans trying it for the first time often exclaim, "Why is it so chewy?" They realize that chewiness plus the tear-jerking spice is what makes. If you are on a diet, you might want to run the other way. This is not a snack, it's a caloric commitment. Comment if you dared to finish one serving and subscribe to support more hearty street eats. We uncover the secrets behind the master's famous braised pork trotters Gukbap. This is not just food, it is a culinary legacy. What makes Gukbap so special? It is the elaborate preparation. The pork trotters are cleaned, then simmered for hours in a secret broth, packed with soy sauce, ginger, garlic, onion, and various herbs. This simmering process transforms tough cuts into a melt-in-your-mouth delicacy. The meat gets a glossy, dark skin, obtaining a natural caramel color from the sugar and soy sauce. Just looking at it shows the master's expertise. When the meat is cooked, the chef uses a razor-sharp knife to slice thin, uniform pieces. This is where the skill is displayed. Each slice must contain the fatty, soft skin, the tender fat, and the rich lean meat. Gukbap is typically served with Sujebi fermented shrimp sauce for balance and perilla leaves for wrapping. The richness of the pork mixes with the salty and sour flavor of the shrimp sauce for a perfect flavor balance. The eating experience is the soft, bouncy texture of the skin and the rich, fragrant flavor of the perfectly seasoned meat. This is street food you can enjoy as a luxury dinner. This master must have sacrificed his entire youth for this perfect broth. I just hope he remembers to add water occasionally, or else his 50-year secret will turn to ash. If Gukbap is the best pork dish in the world, comment yes. Subscribe to see where our next food adventure takes us.